If you want to know how to enjoy engineering life in best possible way with all the ups and downs, stick till the end of this podcast and see for yourself. Welcome to the 16th episode of Stories of Common Engineering Students. This is Shivam Hasurkar. There's an old saying, a jack of all trade is a master of none. We all have heard that. But in today's versatile world, there has been an extension to this. A jack of all trades is master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I'm glad to introduce my senior Yashashree Pachalag. We always tend to follow someone, right? A senior, a mentor, or someone like that. Yashashree always has been that person for me. I used to always look up and see this is how I want my engineering life to be. She is an all rounder and her achievements are captivating. She has completed her bachelor's degree in electronics engineering from KIT in 2020 and currently working in KPIT as a software engineer. She is very sincere and has great leadership skills. She has been phenomenal in academics since school. She has received Uttam Vidyarthi Puraskar in 2014. In first year of engineering, she received 6th rank in university, and in final year, she achieved 5th rank in university. Along with academics, she has been very dedicated to organizational events in college and has been part of every committee at designated positions. We have talked a lot about it in the podcast. She has also won Departmental Women Cricket Cup in 2020, and so forth. The list goes on. To all the listeners who already know Yashashree, I'm sure you will be astonished at the end of this podcast. So let's dive right into this fabulous episode with Yashashree Pachalag.
First of all, thank you so much, Shivam, for having me here. It's very surprising. I didn't expected it at all, but indeed, it is nice feeling that I can share my experience and my feelings to my juniors, and they can learn from it and avoid my mistakes.
That's the whole purpose of this podcast,
Yeah,
like to
exactly.
avoid mistakes, learn from others' mistakes. But why didn't you expect it? Why would not I call Yashashree Pachalag?
I don't know the reason, but somehow I didn't expect it.
Okay, but yeah, I definitely want all your experiences and the perspective that we all have a studious, sincere Yashashree Pachalag, but very few know what you have done in the whole engineering course, the 4 years, and also after that, I want to know
Yes.
each and everything in detail. So let's begin with the basic question, which I ask each and everyone that why engineering? What was your purpose of getting into engineering? When did you had this from a very young age that you wanted to be in engineering or not? How was the journey and all?
Mm, Not from very young age, but definitely at a very young age, I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
So when my parents and some of my relatives give me doctor seat and all these things, but later I decided that bio is not my cup of tea. I will not be able to tolerate it at all. So after the 10th, when we get opportunity to choose electives,
Hmm.
I decided to choose electronics because my elder brother was also studied in that stream only.
Okay.
And surprisingly, he used to say that electronics is very easy. We don't need to work at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also expecting the same. But in 11th, it was very hard for me. I thought that I will not continue this field. And anyhow, I will complete 12th. And then
Yeah.
later we can decide what can be done.
Okay.
But when I entered in 12th,
Hmm.
I got interest developed in electronics, and then only I decided that I will continue with engineering and specifically in electronics
11, 12, you
engineering.
took electronics as a
Yeah,
vocational,
yes.
extra subject that
Yes,
we
yes,
have.
exactly.
So eventually you decided engineering. Was there any 11, 12 struggle, like you were the sincere student? That my first impression of yours is the most sincere student I know of my senior batch.
Well, this impression can be seen as true for 11th, 12th. I
Okay.
was very sincere. I was not on any social media, and I used to attend my tuition classes and doing study.
But did
And
you get involved in that JE race?
no, no, no. That's the very important decision I took in 11th only, that I won't enter that race. I will focus on only on Maharashtra CET,
Yeah.
and I will try to get best college in Maharashtra.
Good decision.
So ultimately, the best college was COEP.
Okay.
So my only focus was to get in COEP. So there is one reason. My elder brother was also alumni of KIT, and from first standard to 12th standard, I was part of that institute in which he studied.
Okay.
So teachers or anyone used to see me as his sister.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, so I want to create my own identity.
Own identity.
Whatever it is, maybe it will be she's not that like intelligent, or she's not the perfect one. But anyways, I'm the one. So
Usually we get called like,
Yeah.
this is Rutuja Hasurkar's younger brother.
Exactly, and I'm tired of that identity. So everyone expects in that manner only. So he has achieved those things and all those things. So you will be same like him or
Yep.
something like that. So
Yep.
I decided that in any case I won't enter KIT.
Wow.
So that was the I can say inspiration to study for MST CET.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did it because my parents told me that you will either take admission in COP or else in Kolhapur. And I can say that I achieved it. Not perfectly, but at least I was very close to that achievement because I
Yeah.
scored 174 in CET.
Wow.
That is pretty good score to
Yeah,
enter in
yes.
COAP. But then when the main decision was to be taken, which college to choose, I visited COP and like experienced the environment, how the college structure and all those things. But somehow I then realized that COEP will give me great peers,
Yeah.
and self-learning is the major thing which I need to do when if I enter COEP. And I was not prepared for it because from school days only I was very lucky that I got really great teachers. So I used to get like, if I attend the tuition classes, then I don't need to prepare much.
Okay.
Only that much concentration was sufficient for me. So I decided in KIT I will definitely get good teachers, and
Yeah.
teaching was very good. I am pretty sure that no one will doubt on that. So
Yeah, totally.
then the extreme decision that I won't enter in KIT, and I entered KIT.
Okay, nice.
And I believe that was the question for many of my batch and your batch also, that why did you choose KIT after getting such a good score?
And that's how Yashashree Pachalag landed in KIT.
Yeah.
But of course, there would be curiosity that such a sincere student who has scored really high, and even in first year when I joined, I got to know that you were the university topper for first year of engineering. So definitely the question will pop up that why are you in KIT as such? This was the same question for me also for a lot of time, because I did my 11th 12th in Pune, and I took a reverse journey to
Pune to Kolhapur.
Pune to Kolhapur. So everyone was questioning why are you coming back to Kolhapur? Usually people go out of
I
Kolhapur
remember, I
engineering.
guess I even asked this question,
Yeah.
why this reverse
Yeah,
engineering?
yeah. But
Yeah.
it was kind of family decisions and all those things.
Yeah.
But eventually I entered that rat race of JE. I couldn't get IITs, but I could have got NIT or some college. I came back to Kolhapur, and the best college, KIT. Let's go into it. KIT
Nice.
Computer
So our
Science.
journey is somehow same.
Yep.
While entering in KIT at least.
But how was it?
Definitely there was some doubt. I entered KIT teaching and all those things were reason. But will that decision be
That's
right
fruitful.
or
Yeah.
So that was the concern in my mind for first maybe 1 or 2 months. But when I gel up with the environment of KIT, I was pretty sure that this is very correct decision, and this will develop my personality, and rather it will
Definitely.
change me completely.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the journey of KIT.
And you have changed completely.
Yeah.
But about talking about colleges, after completing engineering, it doesn't feel like a big deal. Because
Indeed.
even if I was in some NIT or in some college in Pune, and if I'm in Kolhapur itself, in KIT college or any other college, it totally depends on how you take yourself from those
Uh,
4 years and where you get landed.
so this was the same thing my brother told me when I completed my 12th. At that time, I was not very sure that this will happen.
Yep.
But now I completely agree that this is the thing. It doesn't matter in which college you have completed engineering.
Yeah, totally. So let's get into engineering. Like how the first question, yeah, the university topper in first year. Usually people after studying for 11, 12, they come into engineering and they want to just enjoy. Like my personal feelings were I have studied enough for 11, 12 and I don't want to study anymore. And coming to KIT, I was sure I have done enough study that I'll survive very good level.
Yeah, so the first struggle when I entered in KIT was that timing of college, 9 to 5:15. That was very hectic.
That's
Like,
the usual
yeah,
timings.
no, that's the usual timing. But the thing is, I had rarely attended my college when I was in 11,
Yeah.
12. So the habit was totally gone to
Okay.
go and attend the lectures, and 9
Yeah.
to 5:15 was that was so
Over. Yeah.
tiring
I know.
schedule.
I know.
But as you mentioned that we feel that we have studied enough and now we want to enjoy. I can say that I got very good company that I was enjoying and I was studying at the same time.
Yeah.
So when we need to enjoy, I enjoyed a lot. Rather, I can even my family member says that you enjoyed each and everything of your
Of
college.
course. I know.
So, but at the same time, those peers and my friends are, you can say, very sincere that we were able to like study as well. And that
Nice.
was, we never felt that we are studying so much. Even we always used to feel that in 11, 12, we used to study a lot,
Yeah.
5 hours or 6 hours. And now we are just attending our colleges. And
And
after that,
then
hardly we are getting any time to study.
study. Yeah. Totally. Yours was Yashashree is from university pattern and I'm from autonomous pattern. So you were really restricted on attendance as such or not? Because ours
Yes.
was bit flexible. Like I took extreme advantage of it, being the CR and
See,
everything. I used to.
75% attendance is compulsory for any pattern, whether it is
Okay.
university or whether it is autonomous. Now it depends on your personality,
How?
how you took advantage of that.
Yeah. Totally.
Because even attendance was mandatory for us. I I took part in each and every event, and as you can see that I was not able to attend all the lectures and practicals, but somehow you need to give that assurance to your faculties that you are capable of doing all those activities and your academics.
Yeah.
Then I
Sure.
don't think so any faculty will
Will
restrict
not.
you.
Will not.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But after getting the title of university topper in first year, I believe there would have been more fun about it rather than getting appraised. Because in engineering, nobody expects anyone to be university topper.
Exactly. So, if you check our records, out of 10 toppers from university, 8 were from our college, from
Okay.
our batch.
Yeah.
But those were splitted in different branches. For my branch, I was the only topper. So, I struggled a lot while gelling up with my branchmates because they used to feel about me that she is very arrogant, she is topper, why would she talk with us? And like that was the feeling each and everyone was felt about me.
Okay.
And there was only 2 to 3 members, those I was knowing them from first year, and all the other class was new for me. So
Okay.
initial 2 3 months was in the introduction and gelling up with the my branchmates. And when they spent time with me, they realized that whatever they felt about me, that's not true. She loves to enjoy. She
Yeah.
she's not at all a studious person.
Of course.
She loves a lot to bunk lectures. So
Your identity was a bit like I have known that you have bunked a lot of and the common of concept and engineering as such.
yeah, so my branchmates thought that I am the leader of the common of. initiatives, all the initiatives. Even I was here in all the 3 years, rather
Okay.
all the 4 years.
4 years.
And I was the person who used to take initiative. Simple motto was, as I'm sincere student, if I want to miss my lecture, I want to take care that no one should attend the lecture.
No one should attend it. Of
Exactly.
course, yeah.
So that was the only concern. And it's not like that I want to miss all the lectures or I want to take common off each and every day.
Yep.
There are some special days, maybe
Of
functions.
course, we
or
feel like
Exactly.
why anyone should
Yeah.
attend it. And definitely, was
Or
it
maybe 4:15 to 5:15 lecture.
last lecture
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
day?
It's not like that I used to take common off at any point of time in our lecture.
Yep. So coming to your the famous events part, Yashashree Pachalag, you have been a participant and a committee member, a head. What can I say? You have been in every committee, in every role, I'll say. Right from junior to the senior, the most event head, may it be event head in Abhigyan, may it be executive vice head in ESL, may it be Meraki Cultural Fest, everything. You have participated in every event of KIT College of Engineering. Why is it so?
Actually, you truly said that I was part of almost each and every committee and each and every role.
Department also, department committee
So
also.
in second year, I was part of departmental committee, and
Okay.
the most junior role, something assistant
Volunteer.
treasurer or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So that volunteering, I think, has come from my school days only.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, I was very enthusiastic in taking part in lot of extra curricular activities.
Okay.
So I was in Marathi medium school. So there we used to get Bal Bharati books till 8, free books.
Okay.
So there was the thing that we should distribute these books to all the students. And for this distribution, generally librarian needs some help of students. So I was part of that volunteer activity from 6 to I believe 8.
Okay.
And indeed, for that extra time, we need to miss our lectures and we should study independently. But I never thought that it is something extra burden. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
yeah.
it being in that role.
Yes, totally.
So that was the starting. And when I was in college, as I said, I decided to be part of this college to develop my personality. And what I feel is, if you attend only lectures and study engineering facts, that won't develop your personality. That will definitely increase your knowledge, but ultimately, engineering is nothing but application.
Of course.
So if you don't know how to apply it and how to develop your
Present it.
personality, exactly. So no one will select you in the interview as well. So I definitely want to accept that I'm not a very technical person. But when my company interview was held, I won that interview using my interpersonal skills only.
Okay.
I have some technical knowledge,
Yeah.
but definitely that was not, I can say, enough
Your
to
forte of it.
Yeah.
Your forte.
yeah,
So,
enough to excel that interview.
yep.
But I took over my technical knowledge by my interpersonal skills.
Okay. Nice.
And
But coming,
events helped me
will-
a lot.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
events is the major part because
Your purpose of participating in each and every event was to get exposure, to get
Exactly.
develop your personality in every social skill, interpersonal skills, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And definitely it gives
and to build networking.
networking. That's one another.
Because when I was part of different committees, I used to get talk with different personalities,
Of
students of different age and their thoughts, how they feel about engineering, what are their views on different things, and a lot of things we get to know when we talk with a lot of people.
Yeah, totally. But being, of course, there were some redundant multiple events as such in KIT for the same purpose. But you had participated in each and every one of those. Why would you insist one of your juniors to participate in these events? Like, why anyone should participate in an event rather than sitting in a lecture?
As I mentioned, all those qualities, first one is very important to improve your networking.
Okay.
this will help tremendously when you enter corporate sector.
Yes.
So at that point of time, no, like any friend of yours may be or may not be in your company. So that time you will, like, you can take help from your seniors or any persons, like the anyone who is working in the
Yes.
company,
Yes.
and it is possible if you have some contact with them.
Of course.
No, like we can say unknown person will help you for just paying
Surely,
you.
yeah. And this gives you a habit of like reaching out to people just to have a good connection with them. And
Exactly.
this usually helps in companies like having opportunities. You won't get an opportunity randomly from an unknown person. He'll come to your desk and give you like, I have a new project and you are a part of it.
Yeah.
If you are good with them, if you show your skills and through different modes, you'll, and usually people, if like if you are a bookworm, like not a good term, but if you are a bookworm and you pass those 4 years of engineering without having these developing these skills, definitely you'll somewhere be reluctant, or you will be resisting yourself from meeting new people, from exploring
And
other.
even I want to add some qualities like time management
Of
and
course.
adjusting with new people or people who are not of our kind. So
Yeah.
not every person will be same as we like. So if anyone is annoying us, but still we have to work with him or her, is the skill which I learned from those all committees or events.
Yeah, leadership skills also are
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of the
indeed.
best
Leadership
things.
skills, no one can teach you better than
Events
working
in
in
events in
those
college.
activities. Exactly.
You would have been attached with some memory with each and every event that you have
Yes,
participated in.
yes, indeed.
May it be cultural Meraki festival, may it be TEDx, may it be Walk with World, Abhigyan, the famous trio. I remember you, Saili and Karan. We used to call you the
Yes.
famous trio.
Yeah, so if you know, our friendship was started because of Walkwitwal and because of Abhigyan. If that was
Yeah.
not present, there may be the case that we even talk with each
One
other
from CSE, one from Tronics, one from
from
mechanical.
mechanical.
Why would they get together?
And the three personalities are totally different.
I
There
know.
is nothing common in between them, but still there is one common point, which is love for Abhigyan.
Yes.
So, like, these are the advantages.
Any extreme like situation you would have encountered in this whole journey of events in engineering college, which taught you something, which of course got you scolded at that point of time, but taught you something, and that will stay with you forever.
Well, there is one thing regarding Abhigyan. When I was in third year, I was handling registration, and at that point of time, there are around 1,000 to 1,500 students entries,
Yep.
and we were used to print all those names. Just if we can't find this, there are some spelling mistake, or if we can't find the name in our laptop. So at that point of time, the printouts were not ready, and I was coming with the printouts, and I was around late by something 15 minutes
Yeah.
because some technical glitch or whatever it is. And at that time, I realized that we should be prepared before a day
Yes.
for any event, for anything, or like this was the very
Crucial thing.
yeah, crucial
for
thing because
it won't start the event at all, cause
exactly,
yeah, you got scolded for it.
because
And
scolded
I
as
I believe that you scolded me for the same thing.
yeah, because I passed on that legacy to you.
I think that हे सगळ्यांबरोबरच होतं. प्रत्येक इयरच्या रजिस्ट्रेशन जो बघतो त्याच्याबरोबर होत असणार आहे
You
की काय
did
ना
the
काहीतरी.
same mistake.
I didn't do the same mistake. I
Actually,
the thing happened was, let's just talk about it. The thing happened was we were all prepared. Like when Yashashree was in fourth year and I was in third year, I took over the charge from Yashashree to look after the whole registration process and everything. So I was supposed to be prepared with like
All
three
the
sets of
printouts.
three sets of printouts of every student name on different. We had 11 different desks, individual desk printout, and three major sets of printout. So everything was to be prepared. I had taken care of that. On the previous day, I had checked on my personal PC at home that yes, printouts are good, and I had papers, A4 size papers at my home and everything. So in the evening, day before the event, this is day before the event, and in the evening we went for like decoration and all those stuff at the venue, and we were there till morning. We were enjoying the whole night.
And I warned you almost 3 to 4 times that
Yes, but
printout
I had
should be
taken
ready.
care of it. And in the morning, when at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, I left the venue
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
right.
came home and I started trying that out. And somehow, I don't know what happened with the printer or the software. It wasn't printing at all. And I had two computers in home, one here and one in my parents. I tried on both of them and it failed. It failed miserably.
Oh
I
my
don't know why.
God.
And then I called Yashashree असा प्रॉब्लेम झालाय काही तिथल्या तिथं तिथं मला शिव्या घातल्यात. 6 वाजलेत सकाळचे. मी 1 तासभर ट्राय केलं असेल. 6 वाजलेत सकाळचे. 7:30-8 वाजता आपण रफली रजिस्ट्रेशन डेस्क तयार ठेवतो आणि चालू
Yes.
करतो. आणि असे नव्हते की 1-2 प्रिंट पाहिजे आहेत. ऑलमोस्ट एक 200-300
And
पानांचे
it
प्रिंट्स
took a
पाहिजे
lot
होते.
of time to print all those
Yes, yes.
lists.
Ha, of
And
course.
that was, as I said,
मग मी यशस्वीला सांगितलं
biggest
यशस्वी
learning.
प्लीज काहीतरी आणि यशस्वीला ओके आय टेक केअर ऑफ इट म्हणजे एकदम
Yeah, you informed me, I can say, in time, because 6 a.m. is like pretty okay to manage all those
yes,
things.
yes. And everything was sorted. But
And on that day, my printer didn't betray me.
yeah, but there was actually, if you see, there was no need of it as such.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
our second, third option. Unlike the last year of Abhigyan where you were specifically on dependent on that printout,
Yes.
this year I had made arrangements that we had multiple checks and we were first doing online,
No,
and
no,
then
no.
the
I
last
have
thing was
to
printouts.
accept you did fantastic job while managing registration. No, no, seriously.
Yep.
Almost my family members also attended that event, and they even told me that registration was like maintained and managed extremely well. There was
yes.
not a single flaw that we should point out. So you did a great job.
Yep, it's a big thing. Like this, you won't anyway get a chance to learn that how to register. Let's say 1,200 to 1,400 registrations before the event. Get them registered on the same portal and give them tickets. And on the event day, pass enter them
See,
in half an hour.
managing
In half
people
an hour.
is very difficult task
Yes.
at any point of time,
Yes.
whether in marriages or in any such events.
But this is, yeah, I also got to learn a lot of things, and with that ability.
Now, as you asked that why should students enroll in such kind of events, those experience can't be
you won't get
taken
in any other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the learning you also got because you actually experienced it.
Yes.
When I was talking with you that you should take care, you should take care,
I
I believe,
was-
yeah, you're like की खूपदा सांगते ही मला नसतं असं काही एवढं अवघड. But when you actually experienced it, you
Yes,
must have
yes,
understood
yes.
why there is some reason behind it.
Totally, yeah. And all those experiences that I learned from that, there was this thing like when I was handling the register and we had to allot 24 people on that registration desk. I don't know, I had done the whole mapping key where the two people will sit and all those things and who will sit together. I go to Yashashree event head and I show her that I have marked this, these people will be sitting together, these will be handling patrons desk, this will be handling gold level, silver level, whatever it is. And she took that, she saw that for 2 minutes, brief, not even 2 minutes, less than that, and she scrapped the whole thing and she again did the whole thing. I was really frustrated at that point. Maybe I didn't tell you this, but I also had given a thought to it. But of course, later I realized that you did it in the most perfect way, and that comes with experience.
Exactly, because when we deal with professional, there are some rules and regulation we should follow.
Of course.
When we say that when we maintain quality of event for 8 to 9 years, so there should be some expectation from crowd as well.
Yeah.
And in any chance, like त्यांना धोका नाही मिळाला पाहिजे की
बरोबर
हे
आहे.
यावर्षी असं
बरोबर
काय
आहे.
झालं. अँड फॉर दोज ऑल रिझन्स वी शुड आयडेंटिफाय पीपल who is able to deal with whom students. Dealing with students is different, dealing with professional is different, dealing with unpaid entries is totally different. So
I know. Yeah.
those all like experiences when you
Yes.
describe this, now I remember, yeah, those were the part.
And I hadn't participated in Abhigyan in 2019. I skipped 1 year. I don't know why. Maybe because of too many.
2018 I believe.
No, 2018. I was the first year. I participated.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
was in
yeah.
technical committee with Nikhil and Varun and everyone. So second year I skipped because of some reasons. And third year I directly came in the core committee, and then I was the registration head. But it was amazing. It was a great experience. Thanks to
Yeah.
you all for giving me that opportunity.
And you indeed deserve it. You have that capacity, potential, everything.
It's not about me, this podcast. This podcast is about you and your experiences. So let's get back to it. But was it like, I want to come back to again academic and events perspective. Did you get into trouble at any point of time because of these events in front of faculty, let's say, or in exams or in internal marks, which is the major tool of professors? They threaten you with those internal marks. But did you get into any kind of this troubles because of participating in so many events?
Superb question, I must say, because those are the most important part of my academics or engineering journey. So till now, you mentioned that topper, sincere girl, and all those things. But this is the part of story that you know.
Okay.
There is another part of story which is known to very few people.
Very few. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you check my academics,
let's reveal it today.
yeah, it's actually secret till date.
Okay.
But now I am revealing so that
There are many things from everyone that are coming up which no one knew, and
so that people can
learn from others' mistakes.
That is the only purpose, nothing else. If you check my academics, my all even semester score is less than my odd semester scores.
Okay.
And the whole and sole reason is the events. Because our all events mostly
all events are in even semester
conducted
itself.
in even semesters.
Also the days that we have in college.
So everything, pioneer, cultural days, abhigyan, sports. So everything is in second semester itself.
Yes.
So it is very difficult to manage all these events, study, lectures, practical. As you mentioned about internal marks. So I never get less, or I can say internal marks less than I deserved.
Okay.
Because my strategy was to, though I participate in a lot of activities, events, I never miss practicals. So I attended all the practicals so that lectures I can manage to study myself. And this is the tip we can say, that how to get your marks.
Okay.
So
101 lessons from Yashashree Pachalag.
Yes, and now the other part of story was there was one back in my 6th semester of engineering.
Okay.
I can see this from your face that this is very shocking, but yes, it is true.
This is unbelievable. This is not shocking. This is unbelievable.
No, the thing was...
and that too in the crucial semester.
Exactly, that was very crucial because in the 7th semester or in the starting days of 4th year, we get all the company calls.
Of course.
And no company will allow you with one back.
Yes.
And after all, having such a great profile of being topper, being consistent in academic, it was very difficult for me as well to take that failure.
Okay.
Because what we used to be, when that we know that these are the percentage or these are the marks we usually get, it is very difficult for us that I was not able to pass in one of the subjects.
It's undigestible for us.
So, and that too was, I would specifically like to mention the marks as well. Those were 31. So if you know, for 32 we get condole. Okay. Which means if you are passing all the other subjects, you get those 8 marks and you are considered to be passed. So that was worst. That was
Really
very
worst.
like bad luck at the pick. And if that examiner would have given me 1 mark, that I wouldn't have applied for rechecking as well.
Yes.
So I was confident on myself that that paper was tough, obviously, but I was like sure that I had written that much that I will get passing marks.
Okay.
So I applied for rechecking, and then the most prestigious company for electronic student, that was KPIT.
KPIT.
Yeah, so I was not sure whether I will get opportunity to sit for it, or because 1 back is not at all acceptable.
Yes.
Somehow, luckily, my faculties told that we are allowing 1 back as well. This
Okay.
was happened 2 years before my batch as well, that they allowed 1 back.
Okay.
And I got opportunity. Then I decided that this is the time when I should prove myself, because that was, I can say, stain on my the overall career.
The red dot on the record.
Yeah, that 1 back.
But no one knew that until today.
Yeah,
At the after like the people in the vicinity that time would have known, but it doesn't.
but for
affect
faculties and
everyone was
forget about
not
all the
expecting.
people. For me, that was very shocking, and that 1 back it's.
But then you proved it.
Yeah, my status after KPIT was done and dusted. I was like on Satve Asman, that I achieved everything. Of course, that was not a biggest achievement, but at that point of time, I was in, and even my technical interview was not so good. When I came after my technical interview, I told my friends that I'm not gonna select. It was because the person who took my interview was very intelligent, and he had knowledge about each and everything.
Okay.
So he asked me different kinds of questions, and if you can, like, when anybody check my resume, he can see my marks, and then expectations goes very higher.
Yep.
So
of course.
that was, I can say, disadvantage. But as I mentioned before sometime, that I managed my interview with my interpersonal skills as well.
Yes, totally.
Because generally what happened in technical interview, we say that I am good at technical and all those things, and when HR interview come, we say that no, my technical is somehow weak, but my personal skills and all those things are very good, so I can manage with people.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in my HR interview, I was last in technical interview.
Okay.
So the person who took my technical interview was present in my HR interview.
Wow.
So I need to remember all those things which I like talk about in technical interview, and there was no any chance that I can tell that no ma'am,
I
so
passed in technical and
yeah, exactly. So, but somehow I can say, and even in the last stage also, he asked me that we are not ready to take you.
Oh.
So he clearly mentioned me, if me
The
and
technical guy?
yeah, so
Okay.
madam, and so HR interview was taken by a ma'am.
Okay.
So if okay, whatever you told was okay, but we don't want to take you in.
Okay, then?
So how will you convince? So that was like very difficult after 2 interviews, whatever it may be, but still.
Coding.
And my HR interview was superb.
Okay.
Because my profile was really good for an HR interview,
Yes,
participation
yes.
in all the events and team building. But still, he is trying to tell me that I'm not able to take you in.
He was trying to intimidate you.
Maybe.
maybe.
So, exactly. So then I just convinced him that maybe, sir, I'm not good in technical skills, but technical skills can be learnt. Interpersonal skills are the skills which if you have those, it will be very easy to get into that learning process.
Yes.
Because I'm not able to talk with my seniors or my colleagues, then how can I learn?
Of course.
And I should adjust with them. So that is the only thing.
The best answer anyone can give.
Yeah, I don't know that was best or not, but at least
Of
I got
course,
selected.
that was best answer. Like, how can they challenge you anymore that hiring a technical guy is more evident than a person with
I don't
greater
know.
interpersonal
So
skills?
in such a I can say tiring interview process. I was not sure whether I will be selected or not.
But
So at the
eventually
last
you did.
moment when my name was announced, I was like, this is it.
You might have gone through those like 1 day interviews, right?
Yeah.
On before lockdown, I can
Yes,
say
yes.
we went through the online process. I
Yeah.
never met any one of those
Yeah,
technical
and I
people.
mentioned that my technical interview was taken at the last. So
Okay.
we started our process at 11 and my technical interview was, I guess, held at something around 3 p.m. And
Okay.
immediately after technical interview, within 5 minutes, I was in the HR cabin.
Acha. That's really tiring to sit through the entire day through that whole peer pressure and everything.
And for one
And
of my friends,
people are getting selected and you are not.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
would be
yeah.
the most
That
like
was very
frustrating moment.
frustrating because one of my friends, he got his technical interview at 12 p.m. And he was outside completing his HR interview at
Wow.
2:30.
Wow.
And I was still not in the technical interview. So
I also kind of went through the same process, but getting into Persistent, a very technical company as such, which like Capgemini, TCS, Wipro, these used to take HR interviews and mainly focus on personal skills and interpersonal and basic technical knowledge of a candidate. Whereas Persistent was kind of a company which will wholly check the technical side and not
Correct.
at all care about like HR round or anything.
my
Like
answer,
there was
my
no
answer
HR
was
round
not
at all.
at all for those people who want to be in Persistent.
But the same thing, there was only 5 minutes of HR, and in HR interview also there was no interview as such. He just asked one basic question: "What are you did in engineering?" And yes, you are hired. That was
Oh,
just a
okay. That is just a
round to
formality.
inform that you have been hired.
Okay.
But going through that whole process, and we had 2-3 different packages for Persistent: base package, then higher package, and like the 6.5 package that we had. So in last 2-3 years, no one had from KIT had cracked that higher package, and fortunately me, I got the opportunity to from coding round to get selected for that higher package round. But after even getting selected from the coding round, you have to face 2 or 3 technical interviews, whereas base package students were used to have only one technical interview. So I went through that whole grind, but same thing, I wasn't very good in technical. Like if you
You can't say that.
if you ask me to code like a hash map or a tree or basic coding data structures, I won't be able to do it. But I'll be able to convince anyone anyhow for anything.
After getting highest package, you can't say that you are not good in technical.
But that's the thing, like everyone then in my class, I know this, but everyone in my class, how can Shivam get higher package for
again,
Persistent?
this comes to convincing.
Yes,
How you
that's
convince people.
like that's the thing about me. I can convince anyone anyhow for anything, and maybe that went on through the whole. I had done 2 internships before, which majorly how does the technical round go? They join in first, ask some basic technical like subjective objective questions, and then we go for coding, like half an hour coding. Do you solve this? I used to spend half an hour in talking about internships only, which I had done
So
personally.
again,
I
a
was,
new tip.
yeah, this is
All
the kind
the
of
people
tip that
who are in third year, please grab those tips. This will be very helpful.
this is really helpful. Like you talk about internships because you have done it personally and you will able to answer all the questions that they can. You might not be able to answer a technical objective or subjective question, but you will be able to answer these questions. So I spent most of the time there itself and around my resume and everything. And then coding, I had to face coding, of course, but fortunately I was completed. And it was a elongated process. After first interview, everyone got selected, and in 2-3 next days, and my next interview wasn't scheduled until 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Really frustrating
Patience
time.
was.
And at that point, I had broken that. I had left my like I won't be getting this. But fortunately, I got that second interview. Then I got again one more interview, and then HR, and then I was
Patience is
selected.
key to success.
Yes. So after that, I didn't set for any company. I didn't care at all. There's also one thing about Yashashree. She had also participated in sports activities, like she was a cricket player. I believe that you had participated in college level also. You were selected in the college team, right? So what
Yes.
happened exactly?
So actually, in last year it was decided that we will be having a college level competition for cricket,
Okay.
and we made a team and we were practicing for it, but unfortunately due to COVID it didn't take place.
Happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but for cricket you will be surprised that after hearing all those things you must feel that I was like a cricket player since my childhood and all those things, but that was not part of the story. I first time played actual ground cricket in first year of engineering,
Yeah.
and that too with some interest for or some love for cricket.
Okay.
That if I can watch cricket, and I love to watch cricket.
Yashashree is very big fan of Dhoni
And
and CSK. Every time there's IPL going on, I can see many status
many
from.
people block me because I used to put a lot of status like every wicket, every six.
Yes.
So now I have reduced, but still.
But you can definitely say this one thing about Yashashree is like she is the perfect all-rounder that one can be in engineering, from being a sincere classroom student to the events person to a cultural fest and to sports activities. She has done everything, even bunking and all those things. So this is kind of a life anyone should have in engineering as such, not just sit into lectures and focus on, yeah, that is also an important part, but this fun and memories you won't be able to gather around, and you won't be able to.
Yeah, the once you
Relive
leave
them.
the college, whatever you learned in classes, that won't remember your college days.
Of course.
Ultimately, what you remember that the fun,
The time you
and
spent with friends.
exactly.
Yep. This is the thing about Yashashree. If you want to know anything about her friends, just wait for their birthday. And the WhatsApp status that Yashashree will describe that whole personality. Let's say there's a friend X of Yashashree, and on that X's birthday, there will be a detailed passage and description in
Yes.
that birthday status, and that's amazing. But
Yeah, I love to write about my friends.
Yep,
And
yep.
even many of my status viewers, those are not my, I can say, college friends, but they really appreciate that.
Yes,
Even
of course.
one of my friend just look at my status, and after comparing with the number of lines, he says that he needs to improve friendship with you. He is at good pace. So I enjoyed it.
Amazing, amazing. But that's the thing, keeping friends and enjoying. Like, you won't remember after 5, 10 years that what you did in lectures. You'll remember what you did with friends and in
Yeah.
these events. Like, we, after 2 years of Abhigyan, we can still sit and talk for hours on Abhigyan. Any type of advice for any engineering students?
Advice I can say, if you are listening such kind of podcast, the most important thing you should do, that learn from mistakes of others,
Yeah.
and try to that you will not repeat those.
Yes.
Ultimately, learning from the others' mistake will help you improve a lot, and try to recognize your liking, your interest, and be in it.
Yeah.
I found it that event management and being with like
So many
with
different
many
type of people.
people was my interest, and I love doing that. So if you can found out that liking or that interest, I don't think you will ever feel that why the hell I am here or why I'm
Of
doing
course.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe job or college or anything.
Yes, yes. As a senior, and as you have been head to me and many like senior to me in TEDx also, and Abhigyan also, and Walk with World also, what piece of advice would you give me?
Just be like as you are. Nothing else. I can say that I first met you when you were in first year and I was in second year.
Yeah.
There was program called Visualize
I
Engineering.
know, I remember.
Yeah. So from that point of time, I really love the way you talk with seniors or your juniors, how you handle situation. That is amazing. And even how you handle your business along with your studies, and currently you are doing your job.
Yeah.
So everything is superb.
Yep.
I don't have any advice for you.
Thank you so much for it. I also believe the same thing. If there's anything, like I said previously, if there's anything to learn, like to have a perspective of how to like go through those 4 years of tough grinding and everything, you'll feel every emotion and everything in those 4 years. Try to be like Yashashree itself. Participate in not every event as such, but try to participate in few of the events, then also pursue all the other things
The
like she did.
ultimate motto
Be the
was,
all-rounder.
no. Ultimate motto was participating each and every event. The time till you करत नाही ना तोपर्यंत
कळत नाही. आणि असं पण काय नव्हतं की खूप काय काय आपल्याला वेगळं काम होतं.
The job was same.
Yeah.
Only the
same
names
thing.
were different.
Yes. Of course. So it was lovely talking with you. Amazing.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Many secrets revealed. Many questions revealed. First of all, why KIT, university topper, then back and all those things. It was amazing talking with you. And hopefully let's stay in touch.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I feel the same.
Thank you for taking out time. Thank you everyone for listening to the entire podcast. Keep on listening to stories of common engineering students.